You're certifiable. You got some problems in there. I mean, damn. They're deep-seated problems.
You are a dumb son of a bitch, man.
Wolftick Nation.
Oh!
Woo! Thank you guys for tuning to another Wolftick video. On today's episode, we're going to do a little bit of coffee shout-outs, and then we're going to rate, break down, show you guys some highlights.
Not in that order.
We're going to show you guys some footage of the RockShox Silver TK Judy's 120 millimeters of travel. The cat's... We're going to find out how it rates on the Wolftick Video's official scientific fork board that are $200 and less. We're going to see where they rank. So stay tuned. Check out the footage. We're going to talk about them a little bit, rate them, and show you guys how they did out in the trails and the jumping section in the hot springs. But first, let's go ahead and roll the intro. And
so we're going to talk about how we feel about different things?
Yeah, in between. I'd like to. Yeah.
All right.
Alrighty, now we've got a little bit of coffee shout-outs to attend to. You attending to your beer while I break into this.
Oh, I am.
First guy up on the board, as always, most of the time, Berserker! Nick, 5 cups of coffee. Once again, our boy from Iowa.
Why is it just Berserker on the board now? Is it no longer Berserker Nick?
Oh, yeah. I mean, everybody knows Nick
one name?
follows Berserker, you know, so it's pretty much like...
Elvis, Cher... You know, Madonna.
Yeah, it's Berserker. It's pretty much the same level, right?
To us,
Berserker.
I'll take Berserker Nick and all.
Screw Cher.
Yeah, screw all
Berserker Nick. Thank you for the 5 cups of coffee. Looking forward to your bike check whenever you come out with it.
I don't see Cher's on the board.
Next, we've got DeHoseman, our boy from Cali.
DeHoseman, yeah.
DeHoseman sent us the Advent 9.
He sent that, and didn't he also...
Last coffee shout-outs, he bought us 5 cups of coffee, and he says, man, keep up the great content, and he is looking forward to...
5 cups?
Yeah, 5 cups. And now, his last comment said, I'm looking forward to the Enix and the Judy, seeing where they go, hand in hand. Who's going to win it out? Well, DeHoseman, you're going to find out. Thank you for the 5 cups of coffee. Video's just for you.
Yeah.
Next, we have got, not making the board, but a close 3rd place, David Ferd.
Was this a competition? Hey, was he on the board?
He was on the board last time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not to be confused with Ford.
Dayford.
That's right, Dayford.
Just like Sonny and Cher, Dayford.
Okay.
Dayford, I apologize.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you owed him an apology after that one.
Dayford.
Damn.
Dayford.
You're going to drive me to drinking.
At Nick Dud, 3 cups of coffee.
Is that the thief?
That's the thief. Everybody out there, if you guys are missing a Carrera Vengeance, we know who's got it.
No, we don't. He's on our side, man. He's buying us coffee. Don't rat him out.
Found the damn thing in the hedge, my...
Whoa! Well, there goes him buying his coffee anymore.
At Nick Dud, thank you so much for the 3 coffees. Now, I've got some news for you. You might be excited, or, you know, I don't know what's going to come.
God, it scared me when you say that.
I don't know what to expect, but old Darth Vader, 1 cup of coffee. I got some news for you. Your boy.
Oh, God, what now?
He's not in the UK, people. He's in the US.
What? I thought you told me he's in the UK.
That's what you wanted to believe. He's like, hey, you might want to tell Dad, I'm not from the UK. I was like, oh my God. We'll set it up to where it's just a surprise attack for old Dad here, okay? Darth Vader.
I got to try this cream stout real quick.
Try it real quick.
Yeah. That was for Al Locke.
That was for Al Locke.
And my long-lost boy.
How was it? How was it? My long-lost boy.
That was pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Holy.
Last on the coffee board, you just heard Al Locke. Thank you for the cups of coffee. Says he's a big fan of the channel.
Remember him commenting, I want to say a while back. Let us know, Al, if
yeah,
I'm
how long have you
tripping
been
out
around, Al?
So it's brought to our attention, we forgot to put the Lockout segment, and we're looking at the
every time we do the initial impressions video on Forks, we go through the entire thing. Forgot to put the Lockout in there, and remember, Big Guy over here always gets on there and plays with it.
And I did, and we recorded it, and somehow you forgot to put that segment in there, or that little part of it. So let's play that real quick.
Lockout?
No, they don't. They do that weird thing. They don't really lock out.
Okay, that's full lockout. So
Yeah.
they do the little bit of give and then...
It's not a little bit. That's a lot of damn give.
They go fast rebound. All right, try now. Same thing.
Yeah.
So rebound doesn't really work. You can hear air escaping or something.
The rebound is tightening it up, but I mean it's almost like it's just I mean it's
a little lockout. We'll see when I'm
riding. For you it'd be a little bit, but still I mean I'm not putting all my weight on it. I'm just wondering if that's not gonna be too soft for you.
Now let's go ahead and take you guys out to the trails. Hayes Creek Run. 85 psi.
We're gonna do that. We're gonna show some of that. Then we're going to talk about it a little bit. Then we're going to show some more stuff. And then we're going to talk a little bit more. Then we're going to rate it.
While you're watching it, tell us what you think about the Forks reactions in the comment. That'd be kind of fun.
Okay.
Yeah, tell us what you think. We'll see you back here after the Hayes Creek Run. Your reactions of the Forks reactions.
I'm confused.
All right, guys. Well, here we go. We got the Hayes Creek Run coming up. We're going to be hitting this trail pretty hard. Everybody knows the Hayes Creek Run. Very intense trail. Starts off with some pretty good looks. Got a few switchbacks. After we hit the switchbacks, there are gonna be some pretty cool features on the trail. But yeah, we're gonna hit everything pretty good. So let's go ahead and get after it. Hayes Creek Run, Black Diamond. It's gonna be fun. And the silver TKs, right? Everybody's been wanting us to do them, and they're finally here. A little bit on the heavier side than what we're used to as far as the 27.5 forks go, but everybody says, well, if they're going to be heavier, they're going to be heavier because of the quality difference and the rebuildability. That makes sense. All right, well, we got a little switch back here, nice rounded into the corner. Okay. Very quiet up front. We're going to take a look down here in a little bit to see if we actually bottomed them out at all. Another switch back here. Flowing really well into the turns, into those switchbacks. I mean, just so smooth on the front end. I know Budget MTB was talking about soaking stuff up. Might be one of the big words today. Oh yeah, really smooth into that last corner there. But let's try a little rock garden. Okay, soaking everything up as far as the rock garden's concerned. Now, people were wondering if I was going to be able to feel the difference with the 30 millimeter stanchions as opposed to the 32 or the 34 that I've ridden on recently. And not really. I mean, it's not really one of those big things I can feel a huge difference in right now. I mean, I thought it was going to affect the ride a lot, and it felt like something was missing. I mean, they don't look as beefy, but as long as they perform, you know, decent, I'm happy with them. And right now, I can put that weight up in the front end, and what I'm liking is as soon as I lean forward just a little bit too much, they're quick to start adjusting to the terrain, and that travel just starts kicking in. And I mean, man, pretty impressed with them so far. All right, let's do this. Let's try the Lockout. Now, I guess with the TK, basically means there's not a compression knob. From what I understand, it's just either open or closed. Let's close it and see what this Lockout is. We got a little climbing section here. See if we can feel the difference. Okay. I mean, it locks out pretty damn good. My dad got on there, as you guys saw, and there was like a little bit of lock, if any, and then he just completely squashed them all the way down. He weighs a little bit more than I do, but I mean, that's me putting weight on the front end, and the Lockout seems to be working really well. Similar to the Recons, you have a tiny bit of give, and then you have the Lockout. So what did you think of the fork out at Hayes Creek Run?
I think it needed a little bit more pressure. I understand it was a little soft, and you bottomed out 3 or 4 times. I think that's a little bit much. I think it should be bottomed out once, maybe twice on that whole trail.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So I think it was a little low on air, and I think, but I think for the most part, it impressed me.
My opinion on the RockShox, I think they did excellent on the downhill. The soaking up of the Rock Gardens, amazing. 120 millimeters of travel, and I used every bit of it. Now, I think it probably, you're right, it probably was a little less on the air pressure, but I wanted that. I wanted to really get a full feel. I knew I was going to bottom out. Probably should have went to 90, but I just wanted to feel.
I would have liked to have seen it at 90.
And and another thing is, I don't like the RockShox key. I don't like that. I don't like the key. I don't know if it's going to fall out or what. Yeah. I'm sure everybody's going to go, oh no, it's supposed to stay in there. Whatever it may be. I don't like that key.
You lose that and you're screwed.
Yeah, I have 2 of them luckily. We have 2 of them luckily. I don't want to lose it, so I keep it in the truck, and when I'm riding, I probably should have taken it out there because I probably would have, I don't know, but now...
If you'd carry a damn pack, you have all these packs and...
Need to. But anyway, in the churns, out of the churns, it really felt like it absorbed into them and quick on the way out. Rock Gardens, not a problem. Really enjoyed the fork. Did not think that it was a $169 fork. I was like, dude, this is like a expensive fork.
We'll get into that here in a minute.
Yeah. But anyway, so that was Hayes Creek Rum Black Diamond. Pretty impressed with the fork. We still have the rating system to come up. Let's take you guys out to some jumps and hot springs now.
Yeah, this was the next thing I was looking for to see this. And then and we'll go from there.
Yeah, let's go from there. Hot springs, jump section. Tell us what you guys think in the comments. All right, let's see how this one goes. Alright, so first few jumps on there. As soon as I go to hit that takeoff, that preload feels like I'm soaking up too much and I'm not really able to continue through with that amount of air that I'm used to getting with the X-Fusions. So I think we'll put probably about, I don't know, 2 to 3 pounds more pressure, and let's turn up that rebound just a little bit. It just feels like I'm lagging as soon as I go to take off, especially on that second portion. I'm not clearing it enough. So let's go get the pump, let's mess with them a little bit, and then we'll be back jumping some more. Okay, now, so 90 pounds, 1 click off of the rabbit. See if we can hit this and clear it. The forks are doing great. I'm just hoping that we can get out a little bit better. A little bit better. That rebound really helped, and the air pressure really helped. Yeah. All right, here we go. Another run. See if we can clear this first one just a little bit better. All right, let's try this run again. Same amount of pressure, see if we can get that same clearance over the top portion. A little too much air. A little too much. Okay.
All right, so now definitely, I like I said, it needed more air.
Needed more air, and I did fix that, but it was a little, you know, down the road that I fixed it. But you're right, need a little more air, mess with the rebound a little bit. And it's not that I don't think that the fork, the rebound and the air pressure does or doesn't make a huge difference. I think it's just a little all over the place. Like, it just didn't, I don't know, I didn't really have a comfortable spot with it. At first, it felt like it was soaking it up too much, and I didn't have enough push off of there to get the preload. So after fixing it, it felt to me like it was just over the top too much. So I was way up here with my bike. Then as soon as I went to land, trying to level it out in the air. So you're saying there's no in between? To me, it didn't feel greatly in between, but there was just no leveling out, and I was really top heavy, and then I just started losing the rhythm of really filling the forks out. They were kind of all over the place.
Yeah, you kept hitting the first one, not the second. So did you turn it more to the turtle to knock that off a little bit?
No, exactly. I get where it was at.
So in all fairness, that's on you.
Yeah, it's on me.
You should have went a click or two towards the turtle, and that would have helped with that.
It would have helped, yeah, balance out a little bit more. So in the rating, when you asked me, we'll get to the ratings, you asked me as far as how good the rebound works and the air pressure. I think I gave it a pretty high score. We'll find out here in a little bit because it made such a big difference. So I want to let you guys know, I didn't hinder it because of that.
And the difference the adjustment makes, you might have given it a good score. But what I'm getting at is you could have dialed it in better, but you didn't give it a chance.
Yeah. Let's not make it too much of a you should have this or you should have that. Let's get to the rating.
You should have fixed it.
All right. Let's get to the rating. The results are in.
Results are in. Now, I'm going to break it down real quick so everyone knows. Okay, so on these RockShox Judy Silver TK 120mm 27.5 straight steer tube forks for $169. You rated the first category was looks plus feel.
Looks plus feel.
In the looks, you gave them a 3.5.
A 3.5. Not the greatest looking of forks. I mean, everybody's going to go, well, it's got the RockShox sticker on there. It's not a good looking fork. It looks like a Nishiki Men's Pueblo fork. I mean, it's a rectangular decal on there. Not a good looking fork in my opinion.
On the feel, you give it a 3.0.
A 3.0 on the feel. Well, I guess it's not considered a compression knob, but the lockout knob is completely plastic. The valve stem cap is plastic. The compression lockout, whatever lockout cap, it just doesn't have very much movement in there, and it just feels cheap. It doesn't feel all that great.
Right, well, that's fine. That's your decision.
And everybody might jump on the whole, it's RockShox, but just because it's RockShox, it was $169. It's still $169.
The name does nothing for the scoring.
And it shouldn't.
Next is the smalls. You scored it a 4.7.
4.7 now out of 5, right? All right, so part of the reason I had to give them such a high number was whenever you're flying down Hayes Creek Run, you hit these few flat sections, and there's these little bitty churns in and out of the trees, and they responded, that's the word I'm looking for, they responded so well to every little bump and every little churn that I was taking. Really impressed with that fork on that front.
Okay, adjustments, which is the adjustability, the fork's responsiveness to making adjustments. You gave it a 4.3.
This Enix here, although I don't really like the placement of the rebound, I like it a lot better on the RockShox, although it's a key, not huge on it. The RockShox only has 5 clicks of rebound.
Yeah,
this
that
here,
is limiting.
I want to say it has 25, so it's really limiting. Like, this one here, after playing with it for a long time, you could really get it dialed in. And I'm not saying you can't with the RockShox, but the RockShox has only got 5 clicks of it. I don't like that, you know?
The large soaks it up. Big category. This is probably the number one most important category.
Most important, yeah.
Because this is where you're landing the big stuff. You're hitting the rock garden doing 20, 22 miles an hour. All the stuff that really, when you're, I mean, that's what's that's the heart and soul of that thing, right? And you scored the Enix a 9.5, which is pretty damn hard to beat.
9.5 is hard on the big stuff. You know?
Now on this one, the large soaks it up. You scored it a perfect 10.
A 10. You guys hear that? A 10. Had to give it a 10. This fork, you guys seen out the jumping, there was 2 parts that I showed that you guys can see. I overdid it big time. For it to be able to soak that up and extend out smoothly the way that it did is impressive. I will say that was probably a little bit of a difference that I felt compared to the 31 or the 30mm stanchions out on Hayes Creek Run. Felt way like I didn't really feel a difference. Now the jumping, I think due to the rebound adjustment or the air adjustment, that might have played a little bit of a factor in the stanchions not being 32. You know, maybe that, we'll play with it a little bit more, but I had to give them a perfect 10. I mean, they're so smooth. And
then the next category would be the weight. This is where it got hurt. They weighed 4.71, which gives it 5.29. So they get hurt on that by damn near a point, you know.
Damn. So that about took a point from them?
Yeah. Where do you think you're going to go?
Oh, I'm going to go as far as rating goes. Yeah. I'm thinking at second place.
Okay. The score. Here it goes.
Here it goes, guys.
Here it goes, Wolftick Nation.
Is it going to be the 33.65? Is it going to be the 31.77?
Is it going to beat the Bucklows 29.85?
Oh, my God.
The score is 30.79.
Oh! Below the Sun Tour?
Below the Sun Tour. 30.79.
Oh, man.
Yep.
Wow. I did not see that coming. 30.79. Damn, I really thought it was going to be in first place.
Really?
I knew it was going to take it. But then when you said penalty of the weight.
No, there was no penalty.
Or not penalty, but how much
Just
it hurt
the weight hurt.
You know.
Well, the weight hurt at almost a point, but even with the weight discrepancy, I think it still ends up under the Apixon.
Yeah. But anyway, guys, well, that was the long-awaited RockShox Judy Silver TK forks. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Tell us what you guys think in the comments below. Where would you rate these forks? If you would like to, you can go down to the description below, check out some affiliate links, and also you can purchase us a cup of coffee. Who knows, you might get your name up on the board. We might give you a shout out. We probably will. We appreciate all of the coffee supporters. And also, here's a little bit of news. We may have a new bike that we're going to be unveiling, maybe for a Sunday video. One of these videos coming out.
Maybe even sooner. Maybe we don't at all because it does. We end up going to pick it up and it ain't there.
We're going to go pick it up. We're going to pick it up.
We're
Hopefully,
gonna try.
Fingers crossed, you guys are going to freak out on this bike.
Yeah,
say what it is?
No.
We ain't going to say what it is.
I think they should
find out. Turn the notifications on. You ain't going to want to miss this bike.
Subscribe. Please like this, subscribe, turn notifications on.
Later, guys.